According to the National Institute on Aging, up to 68% of men over the age of 60 admit that they no longer feel strong, alert, and in control in the morning the way they used to. But what's more concerning is that very few truly understand the deeper reason behind this. Is it simply aging? Or has the body quietly changed in ways we have never paid attention to? In my more than 20 years of working with older men, I have seen many gradually give in to this decline. They believe that the loss of vitality is inevitable, something that cannot be reversed. But the truth is this: with just one small action, one simple change in the morning, everything can turn around. Today, I want to share with you a gentle but incredibly effective habit that can help reactivate your aging hormones, support male vitality, and improve the function of your prostate. If you are over 60, I encourage you to watch this video until the end. It might completely change the way you care for your health each day. What country are you watching from? Leave a comment below. When Mr. Richard walked into my clinic one early autumn morning in Oregon, he didn't look like someone who had just woken up. He looked like a man who had gone through a battle in his sleep. At 72 years old, with silver hair and a kind face, he still had the presence of a respected high school teacher, but his eyes no longer carried the spark they once did. He sat down, exhaled softly, and whispered, "I don't feel like myself anymore in the mornings. No excitement, no energy. My mind is foggy, like someone drained the life out of me." I looked at him and nodded. I had heard that story hundreds of times. Sadly, most men believe it's simply the result of aging. They think morning fatigue, mental fog, or a sense of emptiness is an unavoidable part of getting older. But that's not the truth. This is not aging. It's the effect of declining hormones in later life. A silent biological imbalance that builds up day after day. After the age of 60, a man's body no longer produces hormones the way it did in his younger years. Blood flow slows down. The prostate becomes sluggish, and the entire nervous system responsible for vitality begins to fall out of sync. This doesn't just affect the body. It also takes a toll on the mind, leading to a slow drift into a state of low motivation, emotional flatness, and disorientation. But here's what you need to know: your body hasn't given up on you. It's simply waiting for the right kind of fuel. Just like an old clock that still runs accurately if you wind it up every day. A man's vitality in later years can be restored if you know how to restart your body's natural energy flow. What if each morning you started your day with the right choice, not medicine, not something complicated, but a simple food that can help wake up your aging hormones? If there were one small thing you could do every morning to restore your energy, improve hormone function in later life, and support better prostate health, would you be willing to try it? The surprising truth is this doesn't require medication or expensive equipment. All it takes is 2 eggs. You might be thinking, eggs? Just eggs. But don't underestimate one of the most complete foods nature has given to support men's health after 60. In over 3 decades of working with older gentlemen, I've seen noticeable improvements within just a few weeks of adding eggs to their daily breakfast. Why are eggs so special? First, they contain leucine, an essential amino acid that helps maintain and rebuild muscle, especially in the legs and pelvic floor. These 2 areas play a key role in preserving strength and overall vitality. After 60, these muscles tend to weaken quickly if not supported with the right nutrients. Second, egg yolks are rich in choline, a vital nutrient for the nervous system. Choline helps transmit signals in the brain and supports urinary health. More importantly, it boosts the production of acetylcholine, a key neurotransmitter that improves blood flow, naturally and steadily supporting male vitality. It's also worth noting that the cholesterol in egg yolks is not harmful as once believed. In fact, it's the raw material your body uses to produce testosterone naturally, the hormone that helps maintain energy, drive, and confidence in men later in life. Many men, afraid of cholesterol, have cut out egg yolks, unknowingly lowering their hormone levels and falling into fatigue and loss of self. With all these powerful nutrients, eggs are more than just food. They are a natural spark that reawakens the life force within. No need to start over. Just start smart every morning. The human body, especially the body of a man over 60, still holds an incredible ability to recover. If given the right kind of fuel, I once told Mr. Richard, give your body a chance. It has never betrayed you, it's just been waiting for you to care for it again. And he agreed to begin with something that seemed small, 2 eggs every morning. In just the first 24 hours, the digestive system begins absorbing the complete proteins, choline, and cholesterol from the eggs. These nutrients enter the bloodstream and send signals to the endocrine system, awakening natural hormone production. The brain, the center for energy and emotion, starts to release more neurotransmitters like dopamine and acetylcholine. Some people have shared that after just one day, they felt clearer, more emotionally balanced, and better able to focus. By day 7, the changes become even more noticeable. Muscles, especially in the legs and lower back, begin to respond with more flexibility and strength. Many report waking up feeling ready for the day, with a clearer mind and a much more refreshed feeling than before. Blood circulation improves significantly thanks to nutrients like arginine and choline in this simple new routine. The body also begins to rebalance hormones, producing testosterone naturally and steadily. By day 30, a new rhythm has formed. Men who once felt disconnected from their former vitality now say, "I'm back, not like when I was 30, but me again, a stronger, steadier, and more energized version of myself at 70. Better moods lead to better sleep, improved physical performance, stronger confidence in relationships, and a renewed sense of joy in daily life." This transformation doesn't come from magic or expensive treatments. It comes from a small habit repeated every morning and, more importantly, from the decision to care for yourself again. For decades, men like Mr. Harold, a 75-year-old former engineer from Michigan, have followed a strict, low-fat diet, avoiding egg yolks and minimizing cholesterol. He once told me that his family doctor advised him, "If you want to live long, stay away from eggs, avoid fat, and stick to whole-grain toast and fruit in the morning." But 15 years later, he came back to the clinic complaining of constant fatigue, poor sleep, low energy, and a serious decline in hormone levels. The problem is this science has evolved, but the nutrition advice hasn't. While modern studies have confirmed that cholesterol from eggs does not increase the risk of heart disease in healthy individuals, many older adults still live by outdated rules. unintentionally depriving their bodies of vital nutrients. According to Harvard Health Publishing 2021, eating 1 to 2 eggs per day does not raise heart disease risk in older adults and may actually support the body in producing testosterone more effectively. Cholesterol is not the enemy. In fact, it is the raw material your body needs to create essential hormones. When you completely cut out fats and egg yolks, your body lacks the building blocks to keep the endocrine system working properly. As a result, testosterone levels drop, the prostate becomes less active, blood circulation slows down, and the nervous system loses the sharpness it once had. I've witnessed hundreds of cases like Harold's. Men who were once strong and decisive now struggle with a dull, lingering fatigue and a feeling of drifting through life. But after just a few weeks of adjusting their diet, returning to real food, real eggs, they begin to feel clear-minded, more energized, and more in touch with their bodies. The truth is this: your body doesn't need a complete overhaul. It just needs to be understood correctly. Mr. Bernard, age 76, was once the principal of a high school in the state of Vermont. A calm, organized man who was used to leading hundreds of students each day now found himself feeling adrift. After retiring, he began to withdraw. Each morning he woke up feeling heavy, mentally foggy, and uninterested in anything, not even breakfast with his wife or tending the small garden behind their home. I felt like an old radio that only plays static. He described his wife, Margaret, was the first to notice the change, she told me. Bernard stopped talking during breakfast. He didn't complain, but he didn't share either. He just sat there quietly, staring out the window. When they came to see me, Mr. Bernard said something that stayed with me. I don't need to feel 30 again. I just want to feel like myself. We started with the most basic step breakfast: 2 soft-boiled eggs, a few slices of avocado, some plain Greek yogurt, and oatmeal topped with walnuts. A simple yet nutrient-rich meal designed to help restore aging hormones. After 2 weeks, he began noticing real changes. I'm sleeping deeper, waking up clearer. I feel like walking with Margaret again, he said. 3 weeks later, Bernard returned to the clinic with bright eyes, straighter shoulders, and a steadier voice. He shared that his wife cried that morning when she saw him preparing breakfast for both of them. We sat, we ate, we talked. It felt like we were back in the early years of our marriage. Bernard's story isn't a miracle. It is proof that an aging man's body never truly gives up when it's fueled the right way. It comes back to life. In hundreds of health consultations with men over the age of 60, I always emphasize one key point. Breakfast is not just about feeling full, it's about recovery. It is the most important time of day to refuel energy, awaken aging hormones, and prepare the circulatory and endocrine systems to function more smoothly. You don't need a fancy menu, you just need the right one. Below is the breakfast formula I recommend for every man over 60, especially those looking to naturally, safely, and sustainably support their male vitality. First, 2 whole eggs, either soft-boiled or lightly pan-fried using a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. Do not remove the yolks, they are rich in healthy cholesterol, choline, and essential fats that help restart the natural testosterone production process. Eggs also contain leucine, a crucial amino acid for maintaining and rebuilding muscle, particularly in the pelvic and leg areas, two regions that are most affected by hormone decline. Next, half an avocado. Avocados are smooth, easy to eat, and packed with magnesium and monounsaturated fats. These nutrients help improve blood flow, reduce inflammation in small vessels, and are especially helpful for those who often experience morning cramps or numbness in their hands and feet. Then, add half a cup of plain Greek yogurt. This type of yogurt is high in protein and contains probiotics beneficial bacteria for the digestive system. These support better nutrient absorption and help stabilize gut microbiota, which directly impacts hormones and immune health. Finally, include a small bowl of cooked oats, topped with a sprinkle of walnuts or chia seeds. This provides fiber, antioxidants, and arginine, an amino acid that improves endothelial function, promotes blood vessel dilation, and enhances circulation. This allows blood to flow more effectively to key organs, including the urinary system and prostate. Preparing this breakfast takes no more than 15 minutes. But the impact goes far beyond just a meal. It doesn't only warm the stomach, it reawakens the strength, vitality, and liveliness within when you eat like someone with purpose. Your body responds as if you're still living to achieve something. Starting the day with a breakfast like this sends a powerful message to your body. I'm still here, and I'm coming back. Do you wake up each morning feeling tired, mentally foggy, and physically drained, and think it's just a normal part of aging? In reality, it's not as natural as you might believe. When you skip breakfast or eat the wrong way, you are quietly robbing your body of the chance to restore hormones, rebuild energy, and support a circulatory system that is already slowing down with age. Skipping breakfast or starting the day with just a cup of coffee and a sweet pastry is the fastest way to spike your blood sugar. Then crash it, leading to prolonged fatigue without proper fuel. The body lacks the materials it needs to produce hormones. As a result, hormone levels drop, the prostate slows down, the urinary system becomes unbalanced, and the brain struggles to stay focused. The longer this pattern continues, the more disconnected you may feel from your own body. Mental clarity fades, vitality slowly drains away, and you may not even understand why. This decline is not loud, but it quietly chips away, until one day you no longer recognize the person in the mirror. The good news is, this can be reversed. All it takes is a decision to start with one simple, proper breakfast, repeated each day. That is the very first step to reclaiming the energy and confidence that have been waiting inside you all along. We've just taken a quiet but powerful journey together from morning fatigue and misunderstandings about aging, to the simple truth that a proper breakfast can awaken aging hormones, support male vitality, improve circulation, and help the prostate function more smoothly. There is no magic formula here, no fancy promises, just solid science, steady habits, and above all, a willingness to return to yourself. You may have once thought that it was too late, that after 60 nothing could change anymore. But the truth is this: your body has never given up on you. It's simply been waiting for the right signal, a small daily action to restart everything. A breakfast with eggs, avocado, oats, yogurt, and a few healthy seeds is enough to say, I'm not done yet. I'm still here. And I still want to live fully. So tomorrow morning, when you stand in front of the fridge, ask yourself this one question. Will you continue the same old routine? Or will you choose to begin your recovery? Just one small, consistent change and you'll feel the difference clearly in the next 7 to 30 days. If today's message was helpful, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tips on nutrition, herbal support, and exercises designed specifically for men over 60. Leave a comment below. What age are you now, and what does your breakfast usually include? I read every single comment to understand and walk alongside you. And if someone you know is tired, quiet, and fading away, share this video with them. It might be the most valuable gift of health they receive.